Okay, nominating contract review, guys. And we are going to go with Vlahovic. And this Vlahovic is actually a beast. You can develop him almost to be good as Haaland, even maybe slightly better. Not with the speed, but with the dribble. Ball control of Vlahovic is 74, which is good. You can increase it to almost 80, and you will have the perfect guy who can control the ball. Jumping is a 65, but you need to increase. You can increase that to, I don't know, maybe 77, something like that. Heading is not that great as well, but when you increase his jumping, heading is going to be good. But what Vla has is kicking power and finishing. And when you increase his speed, you will increase his kicking power. I would increase his low pass to 65 and finishing to 85, and the rest will be on speed and kicking power and stamina. So he has those long range, mid range, close range killer balls into the goal. First time shot, dipping shot, knuckle shot, long range curler, penalty specialist, and him is the penalty for me. But yeah, unwavering form, weak foot accuracy is low, and he almost doesn't use it. So yeah. You got given as well? Ah, shit. Saliba, a good player. I have Arsenal pack Saliba. I have the player of the week Saliba, but his build up and his pass is good, 67. I like my center backs not being able to pass the ball. I'm more keen on building them to be defensive, and defensive awareness with Saliba you can go to 90, then increase his speed and acceleration, and you will have unstoppable beast who will chase everyone on the pitch. Jumping also needs to be increased on Saliba to at least well 77, so he can be good in the defense. But he's tall, so he's jumping closely to 80 would be exceptional. Stamina is decent. You will increase it with acceleration and speed. But yeah, I would focus to get 90 defensive, and then the rest is going to be on speed, acceleration, jumping, and stamina. Yeah, it is very low. It is very low for Saliba. Joško Gvardiol, build-up player. He already had good speed and acceleration. You can increase that to speed on 82, acceleration on 80. Low pass and lofted pass is good. You don't need to touch that. And the rest, what you need to increase on Guardiol is his defensive awareness. His defensive awareness needs to be at least 85 for center back. 85 for center back. If you want to have him as a fullback, then you need to increase low pass, lofted pass. On low pass needs to be around 85, lofted pass needs to be around 85 as well. Speed and acceleration needs to be around 82 and 85. Defensive awareness needs to be 77 then. But for his to be a defensive center back, he needs to have defensive awareness at least 85 to be a good center back. And he has pinpoint crossing, and interception, man marking, area superiority, acrobatic clearance, blocker. So decent starts for defender, but his defensive awareness needs to be key addressed. Timber, extra frontman, center back. He's good with speed and acceleration. Speed needs to be 83. Acceleration needs to be 82. And that's what you do with him there. Rest of the stats is strength, physical contact, and balance. And defensive awareness, tackling, aggression needs to be also around 85. So Timber would be good. I wouldn't use Timber as a right back, I would use him mostly because you need to then, if you want to use Timber as a right back, then you need to have speed 85, acceleration 82, awareness and tackling aggression needs to be at least 77, and then low pass and lofted pass needs to be around 85. So I would act, and also then you need to increase his ball control dribbling to be at least 75. So I would create Timber to be a pacey center back, but he doesn't have that height for the classical center back. So he cannot be in partnership with two center backs. He can be partnership with three center backs, and he's going to be pushed to the right side of center back partnership. So yeah, that is how you do Timber. Kudus, I think the player of the week Kudus. No, sorry. I have player of the week nominating contract that you cannot increase, the one from Eredivisie, and also he's a whole player. Now it's all about up to you. What do you want from him? If you want to have a striker, then you need to increase his offensive awareness to be at least 80. Speed needs to be at least 82. Acceleration needs to be at least 82. Kicking power needs to be 89. Finishing needs to be around 82. And curl needs to be around as much as high as you can do it. That is if you want to be, and also ball control dribbling type possession needs to be around 75. If you can get it higher, it would be even better. If you want to have him as a center midfielder, then speed and acceleration needs to be around 80, 82. Passing needs to be around 80. Ball control, dribbling, and tight possession needs to be around 80, and the rest needs to be allocated on defensive to be at least 65 in defensive awareness. So yeah, it depends what you want from Kudus. If it's going to be him, if you are going to have him, yeah, he is in inconsistent form. If you want to have him as a striker, you need to completely differently develop him. If you want him as a midfielder, then you need to develop him, well, basically what I said. Either you develop him as a striker, either you develop him as a midfielder. Okafor is decent goal poacher. Speed and acceleration already exceptional. You don't need to touch it. Well, at least you need to touch speed because of the kicking power. Kicking power needs to be at least 82 with him. Finishing needs to be at least 80 as well. Ball control dribbling needs to be also at least 80, and low pass needs to be around 70 for him to be utilized as a goal poacher. And if you want to have him as and also he's super sub, so this would be a good super sub to get. I think I'm going to sign him because I have too many 3-star contracts. And I can use him in the Wonder Kid squad as well. Yeah, I'm going to sign him, but later, after I done reviews. So yeah. And if you want to have him as a winger, then you need to increase his ball control, dribbling, tight possession. Finishing needs to be around 75 then. No need for going to be 80. But ball control, dribbling, and tight possession needs to be around 85. The low pass and lofted pass needs to be around 75 as well, if you want him as a winger. So also you have two paths with him, either center forward, either winger. You cannot create him to be all around, because then you will lose a lot of slots. So you need to choose what you are going to do with him. Saka is beast. I have Saka from Arsenal pack. I have Saka from, I think, England pack. I had regular Saka, but Saka is always exceptional. And Well, I did develop my Saka to be at least a little bit defensier than this, but ball control, dribbling, tight possession needs to be around 86 with him. Low pass and lofted pass needs to be around 82 and 83. And speed and acceleration, well, acceleration is good already. Speed needs to be around 85 as well. And you will have Beast on the right flank with Saka. And I don't know why Saka cannot now be a fullback. He used to be a fullback. Now with this, especially right fullback, now he can only be a left fullback. But he's more as a prolific winger to cut the opposition defenses and then be in the attack. So yeah, another exceptional player to get. Nuno Mendes, defensive player. Sorry, offensive fullback, but I would create him as a defensive player, and I want to sign him as well uh, for my French squad. Sorry, not French, Uber Eats squad. Speed and acceleration already excellent. So speed needs to be around 90, acceleration 85. But if you go 90 speed acceleration and then speed 92, you will have the beast of the player that can run on the left side. Ball control, dribbling, all of that needs to be around 77. Low pass and lofted pass needs to be as much as high as you can. But emphasis on defensive. Defensive needs to be at least defensive awareness needs to be at least 75 for him to be a good defensive oriented fullback. So yeah, and the rest, if anything is left, you allocate on his physical and balance, so he doesn't lose it in running, and he doesn't lose it when he tries to get the ball from the opposition. Long range shooting, pinpoint crossing, lofted pass. So that is why it's lofted pass key to develop as well. Unwavering 4 beast. Dest. I'm surprised that Dest has only 22 years of age, but again, offensive fullback. He would be also good for any Division 1 plays. Ball control, dribbling, and tight possession needs to be around 75, 77. That's what you do. Defensive awareness at least 75. Speed 90, acceleration 90, and the rest is on low pass and lofted pass. And again, you have another beast of offensive fullback, almost like Trent Alexander-Arnold, without finishing. Standard form. Doku, prolific winger. He can play partially as a striker, but I would actually do him solid and create him as a... No, this... Exactly, that is poor man's Frimpong. This is terrible. Flip flap, chop turn. This guy is built only for dribbling and running and nothing else. He cannot score. He cannot pass. He is built for dribbling and running, and then I don't know what else. Standard form, but yeah, speed already great. Kicking power for him needs to be at least 79. Finishing needs to be above 75 or 75 at least. Curl as well, so you can use him on the flanks and score the goals. Low pass, lofted pass. If you want for him to cross and pass, he needs to be at least 82. So yeah, you have 34 points to allocate. Ball control, dribbling, tight possession is good, and well, you can increase it to 85. You will have decent there as well. But yeah, honestly, he would be excellent project to test on, to be honest. Ugarte, box to box midfielder. He's slow. You need to increase his speed and acceleration at least to be 80 on both accounts. Ball control, dribbling, tight possession needs to be around 80 as well. Low pass and lofted pass needs to be around 85. And the rest you need to allocate on his defensive stats, and that's it. He has interception, sliding tackle, fighting spirit, and that's it. So no shooting, not anything. Cheap, yeah, exactly. I don't. Doku is cheap than Danielson. Nisam ga dobio. 30 spinova sam vukao, nisam ga dobio. Tako da, donacije. Donations, guys, donations so I can get Pixie. Donations or subs. I love all of that. So I'm going to sign Ugarte. Never know when I'm going to need him. I don't know where he plays in Europe. I need to Google it. And I will sign as well Okafor. And also, I don't know where Okafor plays in Europe as well. I need to check it in Football Manager.